Now, also here in Picayune, Mississippi, I had to fight for my life once a week. Every time I left the house, I would get called the F word. People would honk the horn and like in Walmart. Like, the thing about it was I had a bad attitude and a chip on my shoulder from that early on stuff, and I'm gonna tell you what, I went to town every time I could until they left me the hell alone. And you guys, that's how the name Derek for Real was born, because they said, man, that's Derek for Real. You leave him alone, that's Derek for Real. He's crazy. You don't want none of that. Luckily for me, I'd always struggled with weight, and I was a big boy, 6'2", 300 pounds, and I often look back on that time and think, like, if I had been a little skinny guy, no telling what would have happened. They would have broke my spirit, my stride, and I would have probably been a completely different person to this day. But I started, with the internet. The internet was my new friend. I found companionship across the keyboard. And man, was I tearing them AOL chats up, honey. I was ASL, like, ding, 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 ding. Got that dial-up modem going. I had stacks of those AOL free trials because that was my lifeline to the rest of the world. I remember coming out to my mom. It wasn't a good thing. She basically kicked me out. I was 15 and a half, and I went for what I knew. I grew up fast. I grew up hard. I grew up by myself. I had nobody in my corner. My friends, they were in just as bad a situations as I was. It was a struggle just to live, but it built me up to a place where today I realize you need that. You need some kind of strength in your corner. You have to experience a little bit of tension in life to get your britches up. Just pack them up, you know what I'm saying? And then a few years later, I got in some trouble, and I had to go to this boot camp thing. So I go in there, and man, it was scary as hell. Scary. So I went back in the closet and lived my closet for that full year, whatever. And then I came back out, and finally